everybody out there, how's it going? This is your favorite lemming coming at you. Decided to download a pro replay. Gonna do EGIdra versus oGsMC. This was from Columbus, Ohio, 2011 on TestBug. I love this map. Have never got. Oh, damn! oGsMC opening it up with a little taunt into it. Oh, damn. IdrA. The Zerg everybody loves to hate. Alright, let's go ahead and start into this. Let's pump up the speed, get through. oGsMC playing the Protoss. In the lower left-hand corner here, red. Upper right-hand corner is EGIdra as a blue Zerg. And let's go into a little bit about TestBug. TestBug is a map not on the ladder. There is a third spawn point available up here. There is a pretty decent choke point here, which is very beneficial to Protoss. These choke points really going to funnel the Zerg in, and with Colossus and the proper use of gateway units, really hard for Zerg to move past here at a good midfield engagement. So it's going to be interesting to see which way IdrA goes with this, to see what he can do to go against oGsMC's Protoss-iness. As we're getting in, throws a simulator down. One gas, nothing, doesn't really give away any strategy yet with one gas going here. IdrA going for his economy, throwing up his hatchery over here. IdrA, if you know anything about him, very economy-based player. Does have a spawning pool out before his hatchery, which is not necessarily odd with IdrA, but definitely prevents any early cannoning, or if oGsMC had tossed out a pylon to try and prevent this, he'd been able to take it out rather easily. As you'll notice with IdrA, you'll see throughout the game that he just somehow manages to put drones, fit in making drones where nobody should be able to fit in making drones. How he manages to get so many drones just boggles my imagination sometimes. He does have, we had transfer going on, he does have a couple of drones going over here. Going to go ahead and bring it back down to normal speed now that the game is going into progress here. He's got some Zerglings on the field, definitely favors some Zerglings early, but never overproduces them. As you see, he's only got 6 Zerglings or so here. 5 Zerglings. Probably got one roaming the map somewhere. Oh yeah, it's got some more over here. Never overproduces Zerglings. He's very much favors drones. Had a little dance party going on over here with Protoss units. Going for a quick third expansion, seeing that not really a quick expand by the Protoss, but he didn't do any aggression. He just kind of went into an expand from a gate into expand to a little bit of a wall off that he's going to start getting going here. So IdrA being IdrA, and pretty much a smart move for the Zerg, instead of trying to push the issue is going to take his own third base as opposed to making any aggression. Taking a third base for the Zerg is going to be very beneficial, especially this gold base here. It's going to be a very lucrative investment. It's up out of the way. There's really not much that the Protoss can really do about it at the moment. Really not too much harassment that he can do at it to prevent him from taking it, or from preventing it to be productive. So it's going to pretty much get put into full production here shortly. As Protoss gets his second base up, running his naturals up and going. oGsMC's got his natural going. It's going to start sending out some units. You're going to see a lot of poking, a lot of map movement. The pros really always moving around the map, trying to maintain, gain map control. Sending out the probe setting out proxy pylons, but I'm not going to be doing that. IdrA, very good at placing his overlords. He getting as much vision of, well, except for that guy. That guy's not doing anything. Getting as much vision of the Protoss as he possibly can without actually being able to scout what's going on. The things that you don't see sometimes can really help you. IdrA, not seeing certain things can tell him what's going to be coming out. And you'll see as soon as almost preemptively before he even saw the first Void Ray, he had spore crawlers going down at his base. So IdrA, very good intuition. Just saw something that made him think or made him know that Void Rays would be coming out shortly. And oGsMC's harassment with Void Rays is pretty much going to be for naught with the spore crawlers in place and the queens. It's going to be very easy to defend. More queens coming out, queens transfuse. Void Rays really don't have much of a chance. This Void Ray is kind of pinned between a rock and a hard place, between one base and the other. oGsMC now sees that the gold expansion is up and running for EGIdra. And oGsMC does have some Phoenixes coming to the field. See what he decides to do with those. Probably going to be doing some lifting and then sniping with the Void Rays. How effective that'll be with spore crawlers and queens in place, well, we'll see. 5 sentries out, it's going to be able to do a lot of force fields. Force fields, as you know, only cost about 50 energy, not too much. He'll be able to put a line right across there in case of any aggression by IdrA on the ground. IdrA throwing up his 4th base in true IdrA style, getting that economy just roaring. And you'll see pretty much by the time this base is up and going, this will be almost completely mined out. So, oh, a little attack going on at the base here. Sound enable. I think this could be a potential problem for IdrA. Spore crawler going down. Hydralisks coming to the field. Are they going to be in time? That goes down one spore crawler, one Void Ray. Uh-oh. This could be bad for IdrA. And he's just picking up these Hydralisks as they come out. Not much IdrA can do about it at the moment. And he's making units, but a bunch of Hydralisks coming to the field now. 6 Hydralisks being built. Looks like that Void Ray is getting out of here. And Void Ray scooting around, picking up Hydralisks. But with the Queen on the field and more Hydralisks coming, really not going to be able to pick up more Hydralisks, then they're going to be able to destroy the Phoenixes. So the harassment's pretty much stopped for the most part with that. You're not going to really be able to do too much as EGIdra's base gets going up in here. They're going to be circling around, going on. Let's see what we got going on at the main base. We do have Colossi going to be hitting the field soon now that the robotics facility is done. Throwing down a couple more gateways. Going to start building up the danger death ball of the Protoss. And Zerg's going to be making a movement out here. Hydralisk, very slow off creep, so he's going to have to move very methodically. He's really not going to be able to run away. If Protoss engages here, Hydralisk is really not going to be able to get away. And if it does engage, and this is going to be cleaned up really easily. And IdrA's still pushing the engagement though. More units pulling in from the Zerg. Trying to pick off those sentries. There goes down another sentry. He's only got 2 sentries left. Not many force fields left. More units coming to the field. 9 Hydralisks being made. Should be done soon. And Phoenix is just picking up, doing some heavy lifting, working out. Engagement coming in here. All roads with no Hydralisks in this engagement. Very costly mistake rate, though. I was trying to keep the death ball numbers low. Once that thing gets up and rolling, if you're not ready for a 300 food push as Zerg, you're going to be in some deep trouble. More creep tuners coming down, spreading the creep. 4th base is going pretty good. Hasn't put any gas at it yet. Doesn't really need it, apparently. And we do have a scouting party going up over here. Let's see where they're heading to. They're just checking for a 3rd base. Checking to see if there's a 3rd base. So there is not. There's only 2 bases. So we're at a 2-base Protoss versus 4-base in Zerg right now. And if he can keep this death ball low, it could be very good for the Zerg player because, as you can see here, the mineral's starting to get low. Here it finally goes up to 3rd base. But the Protoss player will start getting starved eventually if IdrA can hold on. IdrA getting those all-important upgrades coming down. The +1 ranged upgrade coming down. 9 more roaches coming in. Still spreading that creep as we see the creep tumors being put down. Spire coming out to deal with the Colossi problem as the Phoenix numbers really dropped down, not doing too much. And finally the gas goes down on here. Gas very important for Zerg. Sometimes you'll throw down that 4th base, even a 5th base, and just throw gas at it. Not throw anything else at it. And not putting a Spore Crawler in his bail. There goes the Spore Crawler finally, but the damage is going to be done. There's going to be a lot of workers getting killed off. As we can see, units killed. There have been, well, only 5 workers killed, but 69 units overall. You go to the units lost. The Zerg's definitely down by a lot resource-wise. And here comes, oh, well, let me get rid of this. Protoss moving out across the map. Here comes the death push. Here come the Hydras engaging in. Out, the Roaches in front. The Roaches are behind. Oh no. Those Hydras just got murked by that Colossus in the back. Oh, and here comes the Roaches around the side trying to snipe those Colossi. But not able to take it down. More units coming to the field for IdrA. And IdrA's going to fall back now that he's got him pushed off. He's going to start to recede, so the Hydralisk is going to get slow. If he doesn't pull him back, he might lose him. And oh no, the bad rally. Stop the rally, IdrA. And IdrA catches the rally point, and the Roaches pull back. Very good movement by IdrA, definitely using the choke points to his advantage, where they're normally a disadvantage as Zerg. No matter which one, if the Protoss pushes up into here, he has this available to lead forward and surround the Protoss player, which is what he has to do with force fields and choke points. Going straight into the Protoss player is almost certain death as his 3rd base gets going for oGsMC. More units, finally some Corruptors hitting the field for IdrA. More Stalkers being warped in, that ever-impressive death ball. More Stalkers, more Colossi being built. +1, is that +1 or +2? +2 ground weapons going down, +2 ground weapons, +1 air weapons, +2. So getting the upgrades rolling, we're rolling at the 18-minute mark. Definite mid-game. Kind of a little bit of a lull as both players are upgrading up, pushing around, poking here and there for map control. IdrA throwing his 5th base down. I really wish he would have done something about this, though. I don't know what he could have done about it, really. And the Protoss Death Ball is really easy to move from here to here to defend. So a very smart choice for 3rd base from oGsMC. Really not a hard defense. The Death Ball really has to move together. If the Colossi and the Stalkers get caught apart, then that's all she wrote. Got engagement coming up in here. The Roaches up in front. No real sentries left, so force fielding is really not there at all. And there go the Stalkers, Colossi go down. The Stalkers are still here. They're getting spit on by the Corruptors, so you take 25% more damage if you lose. 20% damage. 20% more damage, which is getting shot at by Hydras. Certainly these Hydras coming in. Moving out the fodder, the Corruptors, and the Overlord to kind of take some of the shots away from the Hydralisks. More Hydralisks coming to the field, more and more Hydralisks. Another 13 Hydralisks in production, 9 Stalkers in production. And then this is the part where having 5 bases as Zerg really comes in handy, not just because of the monetary gains, you know, you're getting a lot of resources, but because of the production gains. With 5 queens, you know, especially these professionals are constantly spitting. If you take a look around, let's take a look at all the queens around here. Look how low the energy is on that queen. 74. It's not nothing. Well, he hasn't spit on this one in a while, but he's maintained the energy very low. So there's a lot of larvae coming out, a lot of capability to build lots of units. And Dark Templar Shrine being built, and before the shrine is built, there is an Overseer. It's that 6th sense of IdrA coming into effect. So Dark Templar, really not going to be much good. We have Spore Crawls at almost every base. Unless he throws down enough to take out the Queen in, 1 or 2 hits, then it's not going to be very effective. queen will be able to kite him around on the creek rather easily. We do have the +2 ground attack going down for the Zerg player. With the Hive Tech coming up, he's going to be able to get the metabolic boost. Those cracklings, very, very dangerous. The Stoke Corruptor count's very high, so throwing out more Colossi is really not an option, as they're getting sniped pretty easily. And as his Hydralisk count grows, you really got to be worried for oGsMC. Gateway units really do get just assassinated for the most part by Hydralisks. Really going to be able to tear them apart really easily. oGsMC just kind of moving back and forth, reinforcing his army, getting up to 200. IdrA at 200. And now what IdrA is going to do, now that he's at 200 food, is going to be to just kind of let this army sit, poke where he can, but for the most part, prevent the fourth. And when the big push does come down, he's going to have enough money to do a 300 food push. And once now that these infestors hit the field, he's going to be able to start picking off more stalkers, going to be catching them with the Funk Growth, so I'm not going to be able to blink away. IdrA unfortunately supply blocked, which really doesn't matter because they're both at 200 food, so everybody's just kind of posturing, waiting for a good engagement. And Protoss really does not want to engage here with all these Hydralisks. And the Dark Templar doing business. Where is the Overseer? IdrA, get the Overseer there. Oh no. Dark Templar drifting through the Hydralisk without the Overseer around. Stalkers blink in and just take down the Hydralisks. 27 more Hydralisks in the field though. And that's what I was talking about, that money he was going to build up and do a 300 food push. As you see, IdrA back up over 120 food. Protoss, oGsMC is at 140. But IdrA will be able to close that gap quickly, hopefully. Guess not. IdrA just goes ahead and throws up the GG. I guess he felt there was really nothing he could do about the fourth base going up, and this engagement just really wasn't going in his favor. So there you go. There's IdrA's IdrA's pretty classic quit. Well, the game's not exactly over. Love IdrA because he's a Zerg, but not the best sportsman. This has been a cast by your favorite Lemming, and we're going to go ahead and take off. Sign it out. Catch you later.